We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies. Arizona hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Zach Eflin, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Stepping in, Starling Marte, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Digging in, Nick Ahmed. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Game time temperature tonight 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
So digging in now, Ketel Marte, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Ketel Marte is the second out of the opening frame. Into the box, David Peralta, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Ahmed leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Lifted the other way down the left field line. McCutchen on the move. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Alex Young will be on the mound for game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First delivery to him on the way. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games. The 1-1 home. Hot shot on the ground is short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He was driving in runs like crazy last month. And when you watch how he swings and how he goes about it, you're not at all surprised. I'm looking for him to generate a lot of offense in this one.
Gene Segura standing in. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Stepping into the box, Bryce Harper, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Comes set with the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retire. First pitch on its way. The 1-0 home. Escobar playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
In now, Christian Walker, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 10 home runs and 41 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start, where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Segura has it. Throw gets him 2 down. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
And he was totally dialed in for the first 2 hitters, seducing a couple of easy grounders. Then he catches way too much of the plate on the third guy, and it winds up in the seats. Sometimes you can fall in the trap of not focusing all the way through the end of an inning. When you're rolling out there on the mound, that might have happened here.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 5 homers and 21 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Gregorius is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Arizona. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. 13 at-bats in the series so far with 4 hits. First pitch of the at-bat. Smoke toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. A quick out number 1.
Batting fifth.
So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
He's set. Here it comes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
Line drive to left. And it's gone. JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Number 21 for him on the season. And it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
1 out, nobody on. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate now, Roman Quinn. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Comes set, and the 0-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Again, he sends it out of play. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Pitch on the way. Alex Young is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
The 2-1. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. At the plate, Nick Ahmed. Swing and a liner. Foul. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 on its way. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2. None out, runners at first and second. And he got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a liner. That's in there, base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That evens it up 1-1. First and second now, one man out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the fifth and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
To the plate now, Christian Walker. As with two away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Fouled off. Two men are on with two men out. And a fastball called strike three, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Phillies 1. And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. He's set and the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Now the 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Harrison, often known as J-Hay around the game. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now here it comes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Once again, a 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
The pitcher, Zach Eflin, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for one, on to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Hit hard down the line. This is foul for the first strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Phillies go down quietly there. Score holds. It's 3-1. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
The count now at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Harrison. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The batter number 50, second baseman,
Now to the plate, Ildemaro Vargas. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Three to 1 is our score here in inning number 4. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Alex Young. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. That missed close. It's ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
3 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow. So a runner at first with 2 away. And that'll bring up Starling Marte. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. 1-1.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. 2 out with the man at first. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and it's still 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Gene Segura.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That's by him for strike 1. A 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And he fouls this one off. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
At the end of the day, it's all about result. He didn't do one thing right from an offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
The 0-1 pitch is looked at for ball 1. The 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and this goes right past him. As he arrives at second without a play, as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, JT Realmuto. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it. But it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Roman Quinn. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, right back to him on the mound. He'll send it on over to first, and a big out there as that keeps the runner anchored at third with 2 away now.
Now back, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Josh Harrison, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Ready with the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Popped him up. Ahmed moving to his left. And that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We played 4 full. The Phillies lead it 4-3. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder Ketel Marte. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Marte is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now back, left field.
Digging in, David Peralta. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Segura in foul ground. 2 gone.
The third base.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. In there. No balls and a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Swing and a liner. Foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
That's in. Ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Another try at 2-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Eflin has got it, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Score holds at 4-3. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the pitcher, Zach Eflin.
No pitcher. Zach Eflin.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. So far this year against Southpaws, Eflin is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 22.
Standing in, Andrew McCutchen.
McCutchen.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive, base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out, but that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know what, you hear it all the time that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 3.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Pause. Now the pitch.
Nope. That's in center.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Vogt gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the top half of the 6th about to get started, and here comes the first baseman, Christian Walker. Now here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into the box, Stephen Vogt. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A ball and a strike. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Fouled off.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter number 50, second base.
Ready for another shot now, Ildemaro Vargas. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Mike Leake enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Marte is underneath this one, and he's got it for the first out.
The catcher,
JT Realmuto will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Looking at this one, it's obvious he should have just hung on to it instead of throwing it to first. As it is, I think they'll score a hit and an error, and he's in scoring position.
Now a pickoff play at second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. At the plate now, Didi Gregorius. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker, it's strike one. Past battles with Mike Lee, he's 2 for 4. Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
So now to the plate, Roman Quinn. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 1-0. Line towards center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Cole Calhoun will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
number 52.
And that misses inside 1-0. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. Throw to first, but he gets dirty and gets back to the bag. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here's a breaking ball too low, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now a move over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Marte off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
And no doubt about this one. It's in there, 3-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Full count now, 3-2. One out and a runner on second base. And he popped him up. Coming on is McCutchen, and this will land foul. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. The throw will go to third, and he's called out on a close play at third.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
First delivery to him on the way. To short, hit hard. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Arizona. They still trail it here 4-3. Merrill Kelly gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 29.
Last half of the 7th here, and the ever versatile Josh Harrison digs in. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. There is Ahmed. And there's one down now. Jay Bruce will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Up next to Philadelphia, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing across here this half. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder, David Peralta.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes the count. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. The 1-1 home. Hammers it to deep right field. Back goes Harper to the track. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
A dive, but he's back. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Eduardo Escobar becomes the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Christian Walker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he fouls this one off. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. Fouled away. Fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
At the plate, Stephen Vogt, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1-2. Here it is. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Phillies lead this one 4-3. Tim LaCastro will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Ahmed has it. And there's one away.
Number 3, Harper.
Ready now, Bryce Harper. Now the pitch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Now the payoff pitch home. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper, number 33 on the year, and it's now 5-3.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings up JT Realmuto. From the belt, the pitch gets a small piece near the plate. There's one, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Runner goes for second. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies get one in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's now 5-3 Philadelphia. So stepping in, Ildemaro Vargas, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth. Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Let's go.
First delivery to him on the way. Now the 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch. So a full count now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Ildemaro Vargas becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Jake Lamb will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Now the pitch. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. Here's Starling Marte. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Not the largest crowd ever, but they're on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, they say you should aim to win 3 out of 4 at home, but they sweep the 4-game series and give this home crowd a lot to cheer about. Bring on the next guys.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Zach Eflin earns his 8th victory of the season. Hector Neris hammers down the save, his 32nd of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
All right, well, the Diamondbacks gave it their best, but the Phils proved to be just 2 runs better as they wrap up the 4-game sweep of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Zach Eflin getting his elusive 8th victory as JT Realmuto, undoubtedly, unquestionably, the player of the game. 3 for 4 with a home run and a double. Just a great game for the captain. Of course, JT was the player of the game, but you got to look at Bryce Harper too. Home run number 33 on the season, 2 for 4 with a home run, a run batted in. Rhys Hoskins also 1 for 3 with a double and a run batted in, and Sir Didi 1 for 4 also with a double and a run batted in. So we go to the tail of the tape. We go to take a look at some of the action went down earlier on, but it was the Diamondbacks who got the scoring started in this one as Vogt goes boom shakalaka. I thought it was actually going to go a lot further than that, but that's what got the scoring started there in the top half of the second. But JT would answer in the second half of the inning as he goes yard here, and it just gets over that little fence there and out of here, and nobody was there to get it. So JT goes yard. That tied it up at 1. And Peralta, well, he caused a lot of damage here. At this point, this put the Diamondbacks up 3-1 in the 3rd. And the Diamondbacks were rolling the roost at that point. But soon thereafter, it would be the big fella who doubled. Just barely made it past the third base bag to remain fair. And the Phils were within 1 at that point. And JT got back into it. Here's his run batted in. I actually thought this was maybe going to go, but it turned into a double. That tied the game up, knotted it up at 3 in the 4th. Just out of the reach of Peralta. And I got to give it to him. You know, he ran into a little bit of trouble, but he managed to really, buckle down and get some. I believe his total was 9 strikeouts on the day. I have to go back and look at it. But that was just one of them right there as he struck out Vargas. Sir Anthony Dominguez came in with the hold. And Vogt, who homered in the first, or at the top of the game, struck out there. And here's Bryce, number 33. Boom. 388 feet, crushes it. Long drive out of here. Made it 5-3, and my friends, that's all it would take as far as the runs go for the Phils. That was a 3-2 pitch, too, and he got all of it. And yes, here is our lights-out guy, our enforcer, our closer, doing what he does best, and that's shutting the lights out for the opposition as Vargas goes down chasing that evil splitter of his in the top half of the 9th inning. I'm actually surprised at this point nobody's caught on to that splitter yet. And that would do the deed as the arms go up. Game over. Save number 33, I believe, for Hector Neris. So there you see it. The Phils with a 4-game sweep of the Arizona Diamondbacks as Zach Eflin gets the win. Alex Young takes the loss. He was doing pretty good there until the Phils started getting to him. For whatever reason, the manager decided to remove him early, much like he did the other starting pitchers in the series. And, of course, Hector Neris the save as we get out of this. And there you see the final line score. Zach Eflin now 8-5. And I'm sorry, number 32 was the save. I thought it was 33. I thought him and Bryce were about tied for home runs and saves. However, Hector Neris is league-leading 32nd save in as many tries, remaining perfect in that Brad Lidge category. But 32 saves is nothing to sneeze at. Zach Eflin finally gets that elusive 8th victory. Brought Sir Anthony Dominguez in. I thought he was getting a little shaky. You saw maybe I had Liriano up there in the bullpen. Also had, had somebody else up at the bullpen too. I forget who it was. That was a while ago. But Sir Anthony Dominguez got the hold in the 8th, allowing the closer, Hector Neris, to come in, nailing it down for save number 32. So there you have it. JT Realmuto, the captain, the top spotlight player of the game. 3 for 4 on the day with a home run, 2 runs batted in. Just a great performance by their catcher. I call him the captain, JT Realmuto. And Hector Neris gets save number 32. Zach gets win number 8. As Phil's just continue to pour it on here as we almost close out the month of June, and as we are actually rapidly nearing the end of the first half, if you can believe that. It'll be 3 weeks from today will be the All-Star break. Actually, 2 weeks from today. Let me see here. 2 weeks from today will be the All-Star break. July 1st. Go back. 3 weeks, I was right. Okay. All right, so I guess that will close it out for the Diamondbacks as they will head out, and the San Diego Padres come in next for a 3-game series, midweek series. Is Tuesday night, tomorrow night, Vince Velasquez heads back to the Hill, and he will look for win number 12. He will be opposed by Zach Davies, and that will actually close out the calendar month of June. And Wednesday, hump day, will be the 1st of July, if you can believe that, as Aaron Nola goes to the Hill looking for win number 14, looking to get that ERA back under 2. And he'll be opposed by Chris Paddock. And then a business person special, which will actually be played at night because I won't be home until after work, so that'll happen when I get home from work. And Zach Wheeler will head to the Hill, also looking for win number 14, as he'll be opposed by Dinelson Lamet. That must have changed because I don't think that was the guy who was slated to start when I looked at it yesterday. But be that as it may, the Padres will close out the month of June and into July with the Fightin' Phils as they're in town before the Phillies head out on a road trip of 9 games. They'll be breaking out the road grays, and we will be in Seattle starting this Friday, July the 3rd, with Jake Arrieta going to the Hill looking for win number 17. The only undefeated pitcher left in the National League. I believe there was somebody on the Twins. I looked at it yesterday. I'll have to check that again before we go off the air here. As you can see, the opposition has yet to get a win. He is 0-13, Kikuchi. July 4th, Independence Day. That will be a matinee game. It'll be on the MLB Network. As Zach Eflin, who you just saw tonight get his 8th win, will take to the Hill in Seattle, and he will be opposed by Nestor Cortez Jr. So that will be the opportunity for Zach to get win number 9, and then the finale of that 3-game series in Seattle, that will be Vince Velasquez. He will be on the Hill against Marco Gonzalez. I don't know why there isn't a pitcher up there, but I guess it's too far ahead. But it'll be Vince Velasquez. So that's it. Kind of your preview leading in to the month of July. Tomorrow will be the last game of the month of June. I can't believe it. The Phils were pretty much dominant this month. Starting at the end of May into June. Managed to rack up a sweep. I guess the only sweep they got this month, as I'm looking at it here, was in Oakland. Well, this would have been their second one. So 2 sweeps in the month of June, and we got the Padres coming in tomorrow. So we'll see what happens then. As you see, the Phils ruling the roost. There's no question about it. 20.5 games up on the nearest competition, the Miami Marlins, as they are 20.5 games up on them, 22 games up on the Mets, 30.5 games up on the Braves, and 34.5 games up on the Nationals. I can't believe that's a real thing, or at least it's real for this particular simulated season. So we're just going to go to the Justin Allegri with the update, come back and get you ready for tomorrow's game with the matchup, and we'll take it from there as the Padres are coming to town. So right now it's Justin Allegri with the update.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies earned the 4-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-3. They now have 5 straight wins. The A's got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Marlins 4-1. The Texas Rangers hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Braves 6-3. The St. Louis Cardinals totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats 9-6. The Brewers racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 6-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Yency Almonte collected win number 2 on the year, helping the Rockies get past the Buccos 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers got 12 hits in this one as they walked off against the Reds in extra innings 6-5. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The Mariners put together 10 total hits as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 12-6. Shohei Ohtani had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish as the Angels got past the Rays 8-2. The New York Yankees smacked 15 team hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-5. The Cleveland Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the home victory against the Astros 3-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
All right, thank you very much, Justin Allegri, and I realize that now I know how to bring up the scores that he was talking about, so now I know how to throw up the graphic, and there you see all the results from around the majors as the Dodgers continue to win. I believe he said they won their 10th straight, so they are certainly on a roll. Cardinals winning big 9-6. The Athletics winning 4-1 over the Marlins, not the M's would be the Mariners. The Mariners all over the Sox by 12-6. Wow. Boy, have they fallen from grace, the Sox. The Angels all over the Rays 8-2. So there's all your scores from around the majors as the Phils close out their series of 4-game sweep, and also, as Justin Allegri mentioned, they won their 5th in a row. So the Phils on a 5-game winning streak thus far, and now improved to 69-15 on this season. Arizona falls to 33-52 as they will be out of here. I believe they'll be heading back to Arizona. I'm not sure. They might still be on an East Coast swing. Not really sure. However, tomorrow, the San Diego Padres come to town as Vince Velasquez once again will head to the hill looking for win number 12. He will be opposed by Zach Davies. So that is your matchup for tomorrow. And boy, I'll tell you what, they are somebody said they like the way those uniforms look on the Padres. I like the ones with the Friar from like the mid-'80s, but I guess that's close enough. But there's your matchup for tomorrow for the last day of the month of June. I can't believe that's a real thing, but it is true. The month of June is just about behind us, and the Phils welcome the San Diego Padres tomorrow, and we look for you then. Don't forget to tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a coworker, tell a family member, hey, if you like watching video games and like watching video games of baseball and you like the Phillies, well, this is the place for you. So subscribe, click that notification button, and you'll know exactly when I'm on the air doing these games. And don't forget to check out the Facebook page, Bilskie's Phillies Season, as I usually recap the games on there as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for more Phillies baseball, and have a good night, everybody.